Thank you. I'd like to acknowledge the evening that's in it, and it's an evening for reflection, and the reflection causes us to look back and to look forward. And to look back, we remember those who were our inspirations and the role models, and we have one in the chamber, we have Councillor Adams, who like myself doesn't believe in gender quota, but at the same time was an excellent role model for all councillors, and particularly women. I would like to acknowledge the mentoring from Councillor Adams and from Sean Staunton and Patrick Durkin, who were what town councillors should be, connected to people with the heart and with the brain. And it's important on a night like tonight to acknowledge them. It's also a night to acknowledge, as Councillor Kane has said, Noeline Beckett-Poe, her daughter, the links with community. Westport is about community, and that's what makes us different. There's a phrase that you often see at the end of a death notice, and it says, "The day thou gave us, Lord, has ended." Unfortunately, the day that has been given to Westport Town Council has come to an end. And for sure, it's a mistake. You know, we can call it any which way we can. Local government reform was necessary. There was a great need for reform. But unfortunately, Westport got thrown out with the bathwater. And if you want to put it in another way, we're victims of our own success. Town Council has been an excellent formation ground for all of us. We learned skills, we learned our trades, we learned how to behave and to perform in the public domain, in the public arena. So all politics are local. Seamus Heaney talks about the sense of pride and the sense of place. Whether you were born and bred in Westport, whether you came to Westport, whether you ended up in Westport, we all have a connection to this town that will never leave us despite going for the town council. And it is sad at one level to think that never again will there be 9 people sitting at a table whose sole focus, whose sole energy, whose sole drive is Westport. And that brings a sadness. It also brings a challenge. Jerry Coyle talks, his favourite phrase of all is collaboration, not confrontation. And that's what we have been about. And facing into the future, that's what we're going to have to be about, collaboration. And on this night, like the other speakers, I would like to commiserate with the two O'Malley's who lost their seats, Councillor Austin Francis and Councillor Jono. Austin Francis O'Malley is one of nature's finest gentlemen, a man with honour, a man with decency, a man with incredible integrity, who has served the western seaboard of our area with great energy and pride. And it's a pity to lose people like that. It's a pity to lose them. I'd also like to commiserate with John O. It's not easy to be the sitting Cathaoirleach and to lose your seat. But you know, defeat is a strange thing. I have sat in defeat twice. And like the phoenix, you either burn to death in it or you rise from the ashes to something good. So tonight is a night for reflection. Tonight is a night to acknowledge the jewel in the crown that is Westport. And it's a night to formally vow, as the other two new county council members will, I'm sure too, that we will always have Westport as the jewel in the crown. And not only will we keep it there, we'll shine it up and make it sparkle even more. So Westport will always be what it should be. William Thackeray wrote, and he said in the 19th century, to have visited Westport is to form an event in one's life. How blessed are we that we live here to make the events in our lives. Tonight is a sad night. It's sad at one level because it'll never be like this, but tonight is a night to rejoice. Westport Town Council has been very good to all of us, to me in particular. I found the love of my life through the Town Council, so the manager will probably be looking for matchmaking fees at the end of it. It's a night where we acknowledge all that have gone before us to work to make in staff, the present team under Martin and Rosemary, Patrick, Simon, Dermot and Claire gone by, And I'm particularly conscious, like Dermot is here tonight, I took his seat on the town council. So instead of knifing me, he supported me. And that shows what we are at Westport. We may have our differences and disagreements, but we fight on. As a teacher, I'm writing my school reports these days and all the comments that must go in.
It's all positive.
It's all positive. These days, this day, as I write the school report for Westport, I have to say A1. The comments are proactive, not reactive, constructive, collaborative, forward-facing, forward-thinking. And I think those of us who have been honoured by the electorate of Westport and the surrounding area realise the challenges that lie ahead of us. We didn't enter into this lightly. So while we close the door on one part of the story that is Westport, in the greater story of Westport, we three will continue to serve as we have served. It'll be a bigger task. We will do so with the usual energy, commitment, compassion and dedication that we've done heretofore. So tonight is one of those bittersweet nights, Gael, where you wanted to go on forever, but you know you can only deal with that. You can only play cards with the hand you've been dealt and try like a good poker player to get the best out of whatever hand you've been given.